All right, hello everyone. So let's take a look at Wednesday. So Wednesday is a swing day for gold. All right, so the market was down. So going up is okay. In fact, we're at a trade hour now. So let's just do it. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay, rightio. So this is it. So I'll put stop loss just under there. That's the opening price, sorry. Remember, this is an MT5 now because the MT4 it's frozen. Okay, so not much I can do on this one. It's a bit frozen on MetaTrader 4. I'm going to try to fix it up today, but it doesn't really matter for us as long as we know technical analysis and timing. Okay, so yesterday I worked on, doing myself a bit of a new template to see how I can do the same thing. As long as, if you've taken technical analysis from me, you understand the levels and you understand what you can do with your chart. So it's all good. So here, this is a bit of a tricky spot, okay? The reason I wanted to go long here because it's a swing day. It's a swing day, so I want to push to the upside from a low, which we did yesterday. Now, the market is going to have a few surprises up its sleeve today. As you can see, I wrote on there in the members area, expect surprises until 250 to 325. So if there's news coming out, be mindful. Impulse, we're going sideways, pushing to the upside at a trading hour is okay. Also technically, as you can see, we've got even highs and a triangle to the upside. All right, so I don't mind going up. I'm not taking a big risk in case in the US we do pop down, but if we do pop down in the US, I still want to be going to the upside. I've marked in this zone, as you can see. Let me make this a little brighter, maybe. I don't know what color to use anymore. I really don't. It's just, oh, crikey. Let's see if that works. All right, so that's the zone. All right, so only green and yellow looks good on these black charts. You can see them nice and clean. So if we dip down again, I'm happy to go up at a trading hour with this. It's fine, and this is also good. Now, if it breaks to the upside and it pulls back into a trading hour and you want to go up with it, you can do that. I think it's fine. This zone is going to be important for us, okay? So this is why I've got the second take profit just under that line. If we take a look at the euro dollar, let's check it out. Remember, we had Monday, Tuesday to the downside, which is fine. And we did say it's a swing day, so going to the downside, I said yesterday was also okay. Also, if you take a look at the weekly, coming down a little bit more is on the cards. All right, if I just do that. Okay, so we can still push down a little bit more on the daily as well. The next swing day on this one, let's just see. What's this? This is also a support line, isn't it? So we had Monday, Tuesday. If Monday, Tuesday is to the downside, can we still go up without filling this in? That's going to be a bit of a drama, isn't it? So it's a question mark. If we dip down here, I'd rather go long from here, but because Tuesday was a swing day and we are down, if you want to buy the euro dollar to go to the upside, you can. All right, you can. That's fine. You can target this zone here, 1597, into that zone. All right. All right. Okay. So don't mind doing it. Just make sure you're at trading hours and look out for those surprises today. All right. The market still has room to come down on the euro dollar, like I've highlighted here. There's still room to come down into this zone. If it does, we want to push to the upside. Also, if you want to make sure your technical analysis is also helping you out, you can see we're still going down, But if, you know, this is a swing day, so I don't mind buying either. If you trade the euro dollar, like I'm buying gold, all right? So because I understand it's a swing day, okay, and we're at the lows, all right? So I don't mind going to the upside. It's the same mentality here, and this is why I went up. And as you can see, these were the trade hours, and it just went up to the upside right now. Okay, so nothing to worry about if you got your money management in place. All right. Now, euro dollar, like I said, if you want to go up, it's doable. You know, where from? This yellow line, purple line isn't a bad place. Okay. This low isn't a bad place. A stop sweep and then a push to the upside is also okay. If there is news, because I'm looking at my book and there could be news, okay, on this Wednesday, there could be news coming out, okay. If it does, then, you know, be mindful for those hours, the trading hours, all right. Coming into 325 from, as we get to New York, like as we get to New York morning, it's going to be like a bit volatile, so just be mindful on that. All right. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. As you can see, I've changed the ordering a little bit. Okay, simply because, there we go. Let's get rid of this as well. No, I won't get rid of this. Simply because, I've changed the ordering simply because I've got all the currencies here, gold and currencies, and everything, all the indices in one place. All right. So now, Bitcoin, we've got a Thursday swing day. All right. So I'm not going to muck around with it until Thursday. I said there's room to come down. All right. So today's a Wednesday, and you know, this is it. So tomorrow I'm going to check this out. If we dip down here and it's a Thursday, you know you're going to be buying. Okay, so be mindful. Let it do what it needs to do. If we close to the upside today as well, that's fine because it was an up day Tuesday. If we close to the upside again, it's fine. Thursday, you can buy from the lows at least to close that gap. So you'll be okay on the intraday trading. Okay, but you have to understand that Thursday is the swing day on this one, and that's just how it is. All right, now, if you want, so here's the question. Well, what should I do? If you're really keen on trading, I'd say, you know, wait till Thursday to see how you're doing. If you want to go long with it, you can go long with it. Okay, where from? Well, that's the low of yesterday. The market's done 37.5. It's a trading hour. You can do it now. All right, because it's a trading hour at 8:25. Okay, and this is 7:15 on the platform because the platform's an hour behind. So you can wait for this to be over. It could be a tight stop loss going to the upside, but like I said, Thursday is the swing day, so you can take less risk and trade that way if you want. You know, it's your call. But if I was to trade, if you ask me when to trade, well, look, the market's dipped down into that 37.5. Okay, and you can do it. All right. Let's take a look at indices. So I put all the indices together, and I put gold, euro, dollar, and Bitcoin together. So hopefully, you know, MetaTrader 5 won't cock up my charts. Let's see how we do it. All right, let's start with SP 500 now. SP 500, as you know, Monday. All right, so Monday, it turned out to be a sell-off day, which was fine because at the end of the day, we are expecting the market to come to the downside. So, oh, come on. So I am expecting the market to push to the downside. Remember this zone, I did say we could buy here, which is true. We could have bought here as well. But as you know, we're expecting the market to push down further. So if I was to do this, see the zones we want to be coming back into. All right. So this should break, okay? And this is good. Remember yesterday I said it would be good if we saw the market closing under that. And that's exactly what the market did, which is great, because that should now take us downtown, well, into Chinatown, I guess. All right, which is all the way down there. Okay, we'll see how that pans out. I am expecting something rough as we get into December to March. Okay, so we might have a black swan event into March because of, well, you know, because of the sky, as they say. Now this is, so that's the daily. Let's get into the daily, and that's how we're at. So if you want to sell this as well, I don't mind selling it off. Next day, we've got Thursday, Friday for this, so you can sell it into Thursday, and you can sell it into Friday, depending on where we're going to be. So where can we be is the question. This is the bar which we can be in. So we should tap into here. All right. If we stick around here, if we don't get a good reaction here, okay, it will break. Okay, and which is fine, which is exactly what I'd like to see. To market coming all the way down into this bar here. All right, right there. So I don't mind doing that at all. All right, so if you want to sell any up move into the trading hour, you can. You see the yellow line here, that's 6,660. Okay, around there. This is yesterday's closing. If it does a stop sweep above this, and then you want to sell, you can. If it does something like that, okay, stop sweeping and then selling off, it's doable. This is okay at the trading hour, 6,641. Okay, so we're coming up, stop sweeping and then pushing to the downside is also okay. So that's that. Let's take a look at US 30. This is US 30. Nice and easy. Any to the move to the upside, maybe to the low of that, which is 46,446. 46,446 is just going to be around here. 46,446 is going to be around here. So if we do pop up, you can sell off. But I would say if we come up to this yellow line as well and you want to sell off, it's doable. Okay, just keep those two figures in mind. So that will kind of like, yeah. And that's it. So today is, why am I not seeing the dates? All right, so this is, as you can see, Wednesday. Right, let's take a look at NASDAQ. Now with NASDAQ as well, okay, we had a Wednesday and a big breakdown day. Okay, I did say don't sell this at the lows yesterday, which is because I don't like selling at the lows. But you can see in New York how the market pulled up and then they sold off. So this was London selling to the downside, New York coming up and then pushing to the downside. So yeah, the only time you could sell really these things are on the retracement, otherwise you just get screwed over around here. Okay, so can you keep pushing to the downside? Absolutely. All right, this has got room to come down. We should at least get into this spot. This is on the weekly, right? So we should find ourselves there. So it should break down eventually. Okay, it should break down eventually. We should find ourselves here, you see. Okay, on the weekly, this is where we should be ending up. So, you know, either that red bar or somewhere in this red box. Okay, which is how it's going to happen. So if you want to sell it off, any retracement to the upside. You can sell on the yellow line. That's 24,665, 24,701. So this zone is like good to sell to the downside. Okay, because the trading hour now, if this thing breaks down, okay, and it just might, you'll see it pushing to the downside. All right, so be mindful. As you can see, we've got room to go, and the market pushing to the downside is all good, you know, no problem. All we have to do is just follow through as we go up to push down. And I really like the fact that we've closed yesterday below these swings. That's going to discourage the buyers. And once we start, you know, closing below this and possibly below that, then we should push further down. On every pullback, we should push into this box and possibly then into all the way down here. Okay, I know it sounds a bit far-fetched, but think about what I said for Bitcoin. Remember, I was talking about the 90s and also even the 80s, right? And a lot of people said, you know, what most of my friends said, Marty, that's a bit too far down in it. But you can see it's just technical analysis. And once you understand what you're doing with your technical analysis, you understand where you're coming to. Okay, so all of this zone, we understood we should be closing gaps before we do any buying. So I suspect the market will start buying on this zone here. And this is why Thursday, swing day, works out fine. So any time Thursday, if the market is really down, because if you think about it, this closed gap right just there, okay, we can pretty much say this closed gap, which leaves just this zone for us here. And if Thursday it does that, great, because it can just terrorize everyone, push us in, and then the market can, you know, turn around for a few days and we can go up to the next swing day and so on. All right, so that's the whole idea. Hope you guys are having a good day. Good luck with your trading. If you have any queries, questions, feel free to let me know.